Welcome back to Dinset's Techie Not Badass. I'm your arrogant host, Von Fry. Tonight, we're going to be finishing off Super Mario 64, or as some call it, Mario 64, because he's 6'4". We got 10 stars to collect, and we have to defeat Bowser. And I know there's more post-game, whatever. Maybe eventually someday we will get to more of that. Don't really see us doing a stream this weekend. We are going to be going off topic after the usual game stream. I just uploaded a YouTube video that will probably, I don't know, get me sued. But, you know, somebody has to be on the vanguard. Somebody has to be, hey, this is a problem on YouTube, and if we don't address it, look, YouTube will go the way of who knows what. It's already heading downstream, isn't it? Downstream. It's up a river without a paddle on the internet, isn't it? Yeah, we do have a lot of problems on YouTube. I guess I'm going to be the one who gets the arrows for pointing them out. But we'll see if that video takes off to the point that I see lawsuits come my way. We've got Cavafax, we've got Banjo, we've got...
You're going nowhere. Oh, now we got it.
I do need to start offering that as like a perk, right? Like during live streams, channel members can get a button. I think that would really draw some crowd. I think I'm getting viewers on these streams because it's Xbox player plays, whatever. Greet me and I grate your limbs. I see, I didn't quite say you know. You're going to have to kill Macho Man Randy Joy-Cons for this game. I just realized something also, guys. This is unfortunate. Cute looking, unassuming, Switch 2 NSO Online GameCube controller. It looks like GameCube controller, but up here things take a different approach, don't they? I don't know why we got a little button over here instead of like duplicating what we're doing with this one, but we have, it's astonishing. Like we have your capture button. We've got your camera button for your game chat. We've got a home button, and we've got a start, stop, pause that I think stands in for the plus. We do not have a minus button. And a year in, there is no way to program that. So there is actually no way. I'll show you. God, but Vaughn, it's only designed to be used with the GameCube stuff. See, I was looking at this today. I haven't actually used it yet. But I'll tell you this. If you start a GameCube NSO game, my Discord got hacked. Please let Retro and Nukem know. So your Discord got hacked, Warfare? All right, well, they're going to figure it out. Yeah. How does one hack Discord? Look, I'll just, we've done Luigi's Mansion, right? You have no minus button. You can't access this. You can't get to your suspend points with the GameCube controller. Now, there is no rewind on the GameCube, but if they implemented rewind and it was like hold the minus button, which I'm surprised there isn't a rewind, to be frank, because rewind on Nintendo is hold minus. Yeah, it's sort of like the select button. Minus, plus and minus are like the start and select, right? How could they have overlooked that? Why were they so dead set on the face of this duplicating the original that they couldn't put the plus and minus here? You have room for something right here, I'm sure. There's room. Oh my God, that's going to be a pain. It's almost like it's preventing you. Huh? You can with the ZL. Are you saying ZL acts as a minus? Because I don't think so. This has a ZL. It also has a minus. They're not the same thing. I don't think so, buddy. I guess we'll find out come next Friday. Okay? So let's get back into the Mario. We don't have a lot to do We just got 10 stars. We're still drinking the sugar-free Red Bull. We're going to be going off topic. Please try with the little L now. What do you think? Should I, guys? Okay, I've never used this. I'm firing it up for the first time. In fact, I'm going to have to get up and push something, aren't I? I charged it up today. Does it come alive? I think I have to hit something on this, don't I? On the Switch. No, I have to get up, hop over 500 cables, and figure out how to do this. That's what it takes. Okay. All right. How do you set this up? Is it... I guess I need to go down to controls or something, because it's a new controller. I haven't done one of these in a year. Search for controllers, sure. Only takes a minute. Do it now. Highlight. This is not either any of those. Pairing wirelessly. Hold the sync button in the change grip order menu. It's not doing anything. How about now? Okay, change grip order menu, huh? Okay. Big A button, right? Oh no, we could be in problem. We could be in for trouble here. Yeah, because, okay, hold on. We're gonna... You guys, you want to see if ZL does the trick. This feels weird. It's nice, but boy, does it feel different. You know, I came down on this not having a rubberized finish, but really, I guess it does compared to other stuff. This feels like plastic, right? All right, we're going to start. I'm going to hit ZL and watch. It's not going to do it. What the shit? It says it right whole. What? You've got to be kidding me. That's kind of cracked. All right. Disregard the previous 9 minutes of complaints. All right. But I still technically haven't used this yet. Okay. So we're going to hit the button formerly known as home. And when one of these is X and one of these is a giant A button. That's going to take some getting used to. And I just set this aside and it goes to sleep on it. Go to sleep. It just goes to sleep on its own, huh? All right. Pretty surprised that I didn't have to get up and hold some button on it like I do the freaking Xbox. You know, kind of surprised. All right. Everybody thank Cavafex right there for revealing that the ZL will function as the minus, but... Regardless, that does lock you out of a number of games that will need that button or both of them, right? To some degree, I guess you can use the GameCube on Stairfax, as we call it, right? No, guys. Do you want me to use it on? I don't think that's a good idea. Do we want me to try using the GameCube controller for Mario? I don't think it's going to work. I don't think that's going to work, guys, because it doesn't say ZA here. You green. I really looked at getting those. That's that moon one. I was kind of torn between the black and green or the white and I am thinking of the right ones, right? Now, maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm thinking of something, a different, quite different brand, but it had like lit up stuff. I'm holding the controller right now, but I don't think this is going to work, guys.
It's me, Mario.
See, here I don't have a minus. And if I hit minus on this, we're kind of effed. It's acting like this is dead now. Ugreen makes that cute little charger, right? With the robot face. You got sponsored by them twice. Kind of a funny sound. We can do other stuff, but there, oh shoot, not that, no. See, that X button is kind of where the A button is on the new controllers. Yeah, we can't actually rewind. There is no rewind if you play game 6-4 with this. I guess Error Writers will do it because the old game was on a GameCube, right? So guys, I'm going in with no rewind if we do this. Just letting you know. That could be... It's a foreign controller to me too. This I don't know about this, guys. I got a bad feeling about this. You get an exclusive sound of the GameCube app in Air Riders with this. Maybe next time we do Air Riders, we'll have to go with this bad boy. I think it has rumble. Yeah, I think we're gonna put this aside for right now. I believe it has rumble. I'd like to see how that employs, because it's not an HD rumble thing, right? Yeah, how long do we want me to be playing for if there's no rewind, right? We want to kind of get through this. I'm already a bit late. You know, I'm a bit behind schedule. Effing game, come on. Okay, we're ready to rock now.
It's me, Mario.
I tried the Joy-Cons earlier and understand your pain now with these streams. Regarding the Joy-Cons, what do you mean by that? The Joy-Con has all the buttons that this has, right? Spare these two, which I feel like makes jumping a little bit better. I still like to have jump associated with my right hand in games. Honestly, I'm not even using that very much for jump. I think I was the first stream, and then the second stream I didn't. Okay, guys, where am I going? Okay, you said rainbow? There's a... Rainbow Cruise. Where's that? I think we went into the clock, but did... Okay, wait, I did the Rainbow Cruise once, right? Is that it? What's on this side? I don't think I went in here. See what I mean? Like, we want a little less suffer. Was this the Rainbow Cruise place or something else? It's by Toad. What are we doing here? Alright, welcome to the torture chamber. All right, I'm gonna try to F me. Let me guess, that's not the second coin. All right, well, this will help, right? Well, we could work on the secret star, right? Prep that cannon. Ready for blast off. Let's go. I think I can handle this with exploiting the rewind, right? Here, just give me some good height. Let me see where I'm going. Not a huge fan of the draw distance limitations here. Oh boy. Yeah, obviously that was a bad choice, but that's a cloud you can go through. Remember the big hand on 12. I think the first time I jumped in there last night, I think I actually had the big hand on 12. Oh my god. Without even thinking about it. Okay, is there a runway here? I hit the box. It came back. Oh wow. Why did that happen? Here, my thinking is that this has a little bit more room. I'm not even running and getting that to work. It's okay. Ryler, I hope you stick around for going off topic tonight. I'm sorry, I felt like I kind of abandoned you the last time you were there. Most of the chat was on Twitch, and I think that's because sometimes the Twitch feed stays up when YouTube brings things down. Oh no, you can't be talking about that Godzilla movie. Okay, come on. How much you would think that would be close enough in a 3D game, guys? You really would. Hello, baddie. Ooh, that's different. What the heck, game? All right, we are... Well, you had been saying the, like the visitors show. Stop using Twitch when they raise their price and force all those AFs. I saw you said ads there, yeah. I don't really know anything about their pricing situation. The app is confusing enough for me as is to stream to. I'm kind of on there because it was the first place I was streaming to when the Xbox allowed it. The Xbox won't stream natively to YouTube. Damn, I landed straight in that one. Okay, we've got... Is that gonna get me there? Okay, hey, that's 2 more. 5. Man, back up. All right, we're gonna go underneath, right? I see 7 total. I don't know where 8 is. Please. Okay, there is now. Okay, we've got 6. I can spot 7. I prefer YouTube to Twitch personally. I have Kick, but only to attempt to pester DS5. Does he? It seems like his technical prowess is so limited. I would be surprised that he can upload any of that stuff. Anna, Banjo, guys, do remember to check out the video I just uploaded. I want to see. I wonder if this guy's going to be like do a response or something. Because I pretty much just ruined his whole grift. And honestly, I was so in a hurry to get this out. I feel like I might have messed up. Because I was talking about the like all the grifty monetization stuff. It looks like we have some comments already. Who commented here? Did you watch Predator Badlands yet? Hold on, I'm gonna say yes, I liked it. Been meaning to do a video on it. Maybe I'll do that in October. I want to, it's not really horror, but I kind of want to line up a bunch of horror stuff for October. Does that make sense? Okay, we've got Get Your Butt Out of the Clouds. Okay, I was under the impression you had to run to do that. This is gonna suck. Okay, there. Oh, hold on. That's... No, you made it look like you were a... That looked like a... Oh. 7. Okay. Okay, here we go. I don't understand why he's not running and getting that. All right, we've got 1 more to grab. Honestly, I have not had to abuse the rewind a ton here, but boy, would that be awful if you got 7 and then you fell outside the map. You like went out of bounds. I think we have to get to this cannon while we still have time. Come on. I wish you could see how much time you had. A timer, right? Okay, it's getting a little complicated over here. Coming in hot. Oh, show some support, guys.
And that's the bottom line.
Yeah, that's a weird cloud, right? What do you think about YouTubers and Twitch tubers who use a cartoon personage? I'm not crazy about it. It seems like they're trying to hide something. Like they're... I'm not really for anonymity online. Like, okay, have a brand, but have people know what your name is. I'm not for that. But Vaughn, that sounds like you're in for that government censorship, social credit score ID stuff. Maybe to some degree, the social credit score is a real thing in reality. Okay? You're saying over here by Toad is rainbow thing? So this one up here, huh? When someone badmouths you in person, you might punch them in the face and then they learn not to do that, right? Online, people are hiding behind these cartoons and fake names and all that stuff. And then when you expose them, they call you doxing, right? So there seems to be like a weird gray area with much of this. Oh, well, if you dox them, then that's like, you know, being in a gang and putting the green light on them. Shouldn't be, but inevitably there's enough crazy people out there. All you need is one of them to see the message. And he's about to fall. Oh, wait, there's an address. That's someone for me to kill. Right? So I would like it if you did have to go by your actual name to some degree. Like, oh, this guy calls himself Ledger Badass. Well, let's see what his name is on here. Oh, okay, it's Vaughn. There you go. Instead of being able to make personal attacks on people and then hide. And the, like, at large, social media is a net negative. I think we could steer it towards a positive if there was a checks and balance to that degree. And people actually had to behave themselves. And, you know, look at when Xbox Live was new, we were making so many friends playing Halo 2. Everybody was having a fun time. Now, no one talks. You fire up a game of Overwatch, it's dead quiet. No one wants to talk to anybody because then the trolls know that you're listening. So you're better off just without them oh, shoot. You're better off not communicating at all, which is a real sad state of things. But if the trolls had to give their actual name and whatever, maybe they wouldn't be trolls. Maybe they'd be like, okay, well now that I can't hide online and I have to own up to things I say, you know, maybe we'll be more civil with each other. It's worth exploring to some degree. It seems like you let people be completely anonymous online, you end up with the trolls ruining it for everybody. But as soon as you define who is online and not, that really opens the door for a system to be abused also. So it doesn't seem like there's a great answer. I'm not sure if women ruined it. I'll tell you this. There wasn't a lot of girls playing video games when people were nice to each other on Xbox Live. I don't think women are the problem there. I haven't ran across a bunch of women trolls. Please make that jump, you... I mean, we know the troll type, right? Mildly chubby, white kid. You can hear it in their voice. You can hear chubby white kid. There is a voice profile for that. Yeah, I don't know about the terms of service stuff. I'm not a huge fan of terms of service because that seems to open the door to keep you out of courts. Oh, thanks to this amazing... Oh my lord. Thanks to this amazing terms of service, you don't get to sue us. It goes to arbitration. Okay, what's that? That's where we pay the judge, essentially, to rule in our favor. And if you don't like it, you don't have to use the program. Okay, well, are there any programs out there that don't go to arbitration? Is there a smartphone out there that doesn't have an arbitration clause? Is there a computer out there that doesn't have an arbitration clause? Can I use email without an arbitration clause? There lies in the problem with letting the businesses get away with everything. Right now, you can be screwed by the government and you get to go to court. But, oh, that's awful. Okay, you have a Bill of Rights. Do you have a Bill of Rights over on Twitter? No, you didn't. Do I get a Bill of Rights over on Xbox Live? Nope, we just decided that you get kicked out of Overwatch forever because you picked Wrecking Ball and people didn't want you doing that. Okay, well then, if this was a business that did it to you, you don't even get to sue or go to court, nothing. Oh, arbitration. You signed an arbitration thing when you got on Xbox Live. Disney said that a guy had he signed up for a free trial of Disney Plus, and through the arbitration clause in that, when he got killed at Disney World, I think decapitated on a ride. I could be wrong. Could be a heart attack. Couldn't sue because of the Disney Plus arbitration clause. So there has to be some balance here. You let the businesses do everything, you have no rights. You let the government do everything, there's, other issues with that. Okay, you kind of have rights. Oh, you have a freedom of speech. Well, what if the government sells the town square to big business where you don't have freedom of speech? Look how that turned out in 2020. Can I cook my eyeball pizza without an arbitration clause? Not at Disney World. I actually saw a story. Maybe I should get into it on going off topic. I don't know. I probably didn't need to jump down there, did I? Saw a story about a family. It's not that good of a story. We'll just do it while I'm looking for stars here. This was in the news this week. Cruiser crossing the rainbow. I thought I kind of did something like that. Family's got their, 6-year-old having a birthday party, okay? At a mom and pop pizza joint in like Brooklyn, New Jersey, something like that. Hey, we making pizzas over here. They were under the impression they could bring a cake in for the birthday party. Gal behind the counter says, nope, you can't bring in outside food like that. Well, it's a cake. You don't offer a cake. No, get out of here. That's it. I want you to leave. It got pretty heated. This is a family that spent $250 on 4 pizzas. Okay, guys, where do I need to go? I guess I could go this way and take the one on the right, maybe? $250 on 4 pizzas brings the cake. Were they causing a mess? Nah, that much I haven't been told. Is it possible that this little pizzeria was so concerned with someone developing food poisoning on product they didn't provide? Oh, maybe I should go that way. I'm gonna go that way. Hold on. This could be a bad idea. I see a lot going on over here I haven't looked up. Hey, if any of these kids get sick on food that we didn't provide, it's our ass. That's why we can't allow this. Okay, so this thing, what is going on? Oh, this is gonna be bad. Oh, hell. What am I doing? There's a ship. Like, you gotta kind of look at it both ways there. Maybe the business had an issue with this once, with this sort of thing happening. It seems it's awful. Like, it's because of the lawyers. You have to be super defensive about this stuff. What if? right? And that ruins the experience for everybody. I don't know why we decided that lawyers always have to make a ton of money. You never hear about broke lawyers. But everybody, we can have a starving artist. We can have all the actors in the world, except for 5, broke, right? We're willing to accept that, but we can't have barely getting by lawyers. Nope, not bankers? Shit. Oh, I'm just a poor banker, man. Come on, can't you give a banker a break? Yeah, you never hear about that, do you? I can't see. Okay, Mario, you gotta move with... Imagine this without the rewind. Wow. I'd probably be throwing stuff. Oh, if he gets off of it, you're in trouble. Please. Okay, there's a ship there. Okay, we can do this. No, this could be a problem. This could be a problem. Alright, we're just grabbing that shit. The banks are a problem. Give us your money. If we get robbed, you still get your money. No, you can get your money anytime you want. But if you want all your money, well, that's a problem. We can't do that. Doctors, there are certain professions that yield so much power, right? Doctors, I feel like that used to be quite the admirable position, right? You had authority, people believed you. You were going to make good money. Now, you have pharmacies over here telling people who to, hey, we need you to prescribe a bunch of this stuff. We're calling it Oxycontin. It's amazing. It's good for anything. All right, really? Ah, they have an eye twitch? Oxycontin. Ah, they burp too much? Oxycontin. You got a pain in your ankles? Oxycontin. Yeah, runny nose? Oxycontin. Oh yeah, we're going to give you a huge bonus if you just like start prescribing this stuff to everybody. Don't worry about it. You're in the medical profession. You can't be sued. Come on. I think 2020 turned a lot of people on the medical field. I don't know what's going to happen to turn people against some of these other things. Suppose you could turn people against banks. Could you turn people against tech when everybody is essentially required to have one of 2 devices on them at all times? It's gotten to where you can't park your car unless you have a smartphone. So I don't know what if we could do that. Like some of these companies I think are trying to see what they can get away with to that extent. Like, okay, we're Apple. We can get away with absolutely everything. We're going to institute the social credit score. But people will like it because there will be like a shiny graphic for them or something of the like. Quit grabbing that, Mario. AI is turning people against big tech, but I don't like all of the turning against AI. It feels like a lot of that's manufactured. You have Martin Scorsese says to hate AI, then so okay, if you say so, Martin Scorsese. If you say so, Quentin Tarantino, it's destroying filmmaking. Yep. Oh wait, why are you guys so protective of filmmaking? Because you want to keep people out who could be using AI to take your jobs. Okay, I see how it is. Okay, so how do I get to that? I'm I'm just trying to figure out how I could get to that one. Power wash. Consider smart fridges. Do we need a smart fridge? It lets you know if you're out of milk and then it orders the milk. I'm not even into that whole everything spying on you stuff. I think that's kind of some garbage. Like, okay, what's it really gonna do? What is this awful spying really gonna do? There are points where that rubber meets the road on that. You have a device in your car that tells you you're a safe driver, so you get a discount. Okay. So what happens when every time I back out of the garage, the sensor says you're too close to the side, but I'm not, and it throws on the brakes? Am I now a dangerous driver? According to us, you are. Okay, so what happens if I'm a dangerous driver? What happens next? Well, as soon as there's a wreck, we're going to deny any claim you make and blame you. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure I could get over here this way because from afar you couldn't see that that was like simple stuff you could jump on. F me. You get enough spying going on. Oh, well, you listened to Nick Fuentes, so you want to talk about that? What do you mean? Well, there was a murder, and I mean, we don't have any footage of you doing it, but we kind of want you to be the fall guy. And, I mean, you play the violent video games, and you don't have a lot of black friends, so, I mean, like, there's ways they can angle some of this stuff, right? So there is a checks and balance system that needs to be put in place here. You can't let the government control everything. You can't let the businesses control everything. Both sides have shown their greed. And ultimately, when the government does control everything, it's the businesses. The businesses are telling the government how to do stuff. Years past, I was like, hey, why don't we get Congress to do something about this? How about like Bill of Rights for like consumers viewing this media online and things like this? It's like, you really think Congress is going to do something to the people that are paying for them to be there? People we're putting in charge of stuff are allowing these things to happen. All right, I got to get a little quicker here. This angle. I feel like I kind of got screwed already there. Wow, this could be really tedious without the rewind. I'm surprised he didn't do his reverse move. There we go. Yeah. I mean, I have been avoiding other stuff. Like, I was like, you know, I could probably play a little bit of Halo and grind some achievements. Nope. It's going to throw me off in Mario. The politicians are doing so much now to become influencers. And they can get away with it because there's no laws in the books preventing them from trying to grow their following online to build a podcast, right? Yeah, once he did that, jump. That worked really well for me. Boom. How is he triple jumping without going forward very much? I don't like, look, he can do that without covering a lot of room there. Next up is going to be Sunshine, guys. Well, not next. We're going to do a few little things next week before Sunshine. You can't stream Vice City easily. I was looking at, hey, what if I had some Def Leppard going? My thinking? I think Twitch can close your video for some of the songs you're playing. YouTube, not so much. Won't do it. It was when they were like, oh, that's movie footage. That's the problem. Okay, how do I get over there? I don't yank his cloud from him, do I? Get off! That was a leap of faith. Man, some of the stuff, I'm like, is there anywhere to go? And then it pops up. Was it over there that I saw a star? Where was the star? I saw a star, I swear. That's why I started heading this way. Oh, F. Vice City's got some good songs, but you know, I can't monetize the stream. It's not like the stream's making a lot in ad revenue. I'm not beating you guys with ad breaks, so that's not really a problem. So when I do Vice City, maybe we will just let it go with the radio. Have at you, Snake, and play the radio. Let the music play. You won't get away. Yeah, I'm not really sure Rumble's policy on that stuff. It's, so far music hasn't been the issue, but music will stop monetization of a stream. I'm more concerned about it shutting down the stream, and I've heard that if you just like if you used unlicensed music in your intro, you might get in trouble for that, to the point that you're suspended or something on Twitch. Because right now I've got a real 50-50 thing going with YouTube. By the way, we can crawl this. Some nights the processing of the VOD of the stream on YouTube, it takes a long time. It takes like 12 hours for it to be kind of like in an upload phase in the live section. And at that point, you know, you're asleep, whatever, you're on the road, something, okay? You have a 2-hour window after it does that processing. So around noon for me. A 2-hour window to affix licenses to the songs that you have the license for, which I do. Through the Creator Music app thing on YouTube. If you miss that 2-hour window, you had to go somewhere, you had a job, whatever, it's a busy day, you went to the zoo, I don't know. Screw you, it's too late. We gave you ample time. We gave you 2 hours to claim that you had the rights. So why didn't you do it? It's too late, you can't do it. Can't monetize the video unless you trim out the stuff. And I don't really want to have to trim everything. That's more work. Sometimes you guys give timestamps to stuff. Newcomb put a timestamp for when he gave the $50 tip and what it was for. If I trim stuff, the timestamp's off. I'm going to talk about Christina P later. Well, I could talk about her on Going Off Topic. I know about this divorce thing. If I use like Def Leppard and Scorpions and whatever for my bumpers music, I could probably get away with that on YouTube, but I'd have to trim it when it becomes the VOD. Then again, those aren't really generating ad revenue, so I probably really don't have to worry about doing that. My concern would be on the Twitch end, if that could count as one of those 3 strikes, you're out. My sponsors warned us of copyright claims for the new Paw Patrol. They gave us hashtags to bypass it. You're saying reviewing the new Paw Patrol game could land you in a copyright claim situation, huh? Greatest Southern rock ever? Carson Hofcar song? What's that? Or are we talking about Flirting with Disaster? Maybe Paw Patrol has some music that could trigger it, right? Let's go into the clock, guys. We've got 5 more to get. Think I can get 5 here? Is that 12 enough? Roll into the cage. Why should 12 stop it exactly? You know, that doesn't entirely make sense. Well, those are going to be tough to grab without moving parts, huh? Yeah, you're kind of right there. That's not a bad Southern rock song. I kind of wish we had that genre back. Then again, I wish we had rock music still. And when I say rock music was absorbed in a hostile takeover by country, I don't mean country became Southern rock. It's something weird entirely altogether. It's extremely bland music. Where that'll work. We're at a point now where country is like exceptionally bland, and then that's just like the weird safe music white people can listen to. It's awful. There's no notes. There is no melody. Everything has the same melody. No innovation whatsoever. I'm not even so sure the vocalists are good. But you could actually have people doing the Southern rock thing and sound good. I thought this would be trickier. I thought we needed some things to move to hit these. Like, oh, I'm not going to be able to reach them. Wah. Where did that go? I saw it, but then it the camera changed and it looked like it was somewhere else. He's a little slow to duck, isn't he? The duck, it seems like it's not as snappy as his 2D controls. They're flexing that animation they can get. There we go.
Here we go!
Is it the Allman bro? It's not the Allman. It's Allman Brothers, right? Are they the ones that have the song from the Top Gear? What was it called? Like Christine or something? It had some girl's name, and it was, you know, just an instrumental. The Taylor Swift writers, music creators have found a formula. Yeah, there's something very formula about stuff, right? It's this guy, Max Martin, this Swedish guy. I think I might have actually recorded a video for this and not done it. But this dude, Max Martin, has written like the second most #1 hits just behind Paul McCartney. He should be overtaking Paul McCartney. Well, I probably effed up here. Oh boy, no. He had this like sound, okay? The bubblegum pop thing with Britney Spears, that was one of his songs. But the first song that got on the top 5 on the charts or top 10, I think it was a top 10 hit, was with a fellow Swede, Robin. You guys remember Robin? She had this song that sounded really ahead of its time in like 95 called, I think it was called Always Be Around. It's a banger, okay? Always be around. Boom, boom, boom. Ah, yeah, you'd recognize it. It sounds like Britney Spears' "Hit Me Baby One More Time," which seems like a weird song for like a 16-year-old to be singing. The plan was for Robin to be like the face of this guy's bubblegum pop sound thing that he was doing. But she wanted to do more electric. So the plan shifted and the song goes to Britney Spears instead. From there, his hands have been on so many things. There's like that Carpenter gal, Sabrina Carpenter, her stuff's written by him. Like, there's a lot of that happening. Okay, the best way down there is... Wow, I'm seeing stars everywhere. Alright, well this is actually pretty easy to get to. Yeah, look up Max Martin. Music producer, writer. Boom! We got 3 more to get. I saw another one in there. No! That's gonna work. How did Bill Clinton do... I'm gonna have to look that up, Ryler. Hey, maybe we should we watch that on Going Off Topic? What do you think? Let's look around a little bit. There's got to be some other stuff. I mean, this is almost a cheaper way to get there, isn't it? Going to the right. Okay, please. Do this, do the turn. Do the turn. I wanted to do the turn. Your slippery ass shoes. It's only 13 minutes, not too long. Why is he doing that? That, I'm probably going to need it to take me over there. That's probably the way to do that one, huh? Unless you choose danger. This is literal yeet.
Here we go. Very smooth.
All right, we've got 2 more to grab, and I don't immediately see them. Oh, nope, nope, no, nope. Still says pit in the pendulum. Or... That may have worked. The pit and the pendulums. Oh. Let's keep the freeze going. Maybe that I think that counted. Yeah, that counted. Good. All right, what's left to grab? Maybe all the way to the top? Typically, all the way to the top is a star, right? And then you go there again, and there'll be a boss. And then that's a star. They weren't too terribly creative with the star locations and qualifiers. Or maybe there's a secret, get the 5 secrets and you're good, something like that. Oh, I learned the name of that song from Air Riders that I said sounded really Jewish. What was it? I looked it up on YouTube. I saw somebody on Discord was listening to it or something. Hold on. It has like some oboe to it, I think. Item bounce, you're right. I should have just consulted nowhere right there, huh? Next time we do Air Riders, I'm going to use the GameCube controller. So maybe Air Riders Tuesday. Is that when we're going to do a little bit of Air Riders Tuesday. And then during the stream, the event should happen. I'm thinking, like 30 minutes into the stream, the event should start. These things are not staying in place. I should probably do Turok at some point too. I don't think I beat that back in the day without the cheat codes. There were certain limitations that the quality of life of a shooter at that time made for a confounding experience. Like, you did not have like a checkpoint system. You didn't have a regenerative health. In that game, I mean, that's pretty brutal. Imagine you're trying to get your 100 coins and this guy F's it up. Here we go. Here we go, boys. Alright, what's this gonna do? Thought it would... Honestly, I thought it would do something different. Oh, boy. Aww. I saw Nukem was talking about that. What is it? Token? Marvel Token or something? I don't know why the hell it's called that. Is that really a 4v4 fighter? With that small of a roster, you hardly have anybody not fighting in a match. Right? Alright, we've got one more to grab. I think we can do it here. Boom. I think that'll count. Stomp on the thump. I didn't see a thump, so maybe this will open a thump that was previously not seen. Overall, was the N64 a failure? In the eyes of Nintendo executives, I think they believe so. At that point, they're solid competition in Sony, right? I mean, look at what I did. I had nothing but Nintendo consoles. I had an N64 summer of 97. Summer of 98, I get a PlayStation. And then really didn't look back at Nintendo again. You know, there could have been other people like that. It was weird getting a console that late into its lifespan. It was a little unusual for me, I guess. The weird thing about the PlayStation, if you think about it in terms of the PlayStation 2, like the PlayStation 2 brings the DVD player home, right? A lot of people's first DVD player is that PlayStation 2. But who the hell was listening to music CDs on their PlayStation? Yeah, it could be done, but I don't think a lot of people were doing it. Alright, we gotta find a thump to stomp. Where is he? How does one get up there? I don't think he can latch onto these clocks. These pieces. He's really high. Let's look over here. Yeah, if stuff's moving, I might see this a little different, right? F in camera. It's astonishing we get cameras as good as we do now, right? We've perfected the camera for this type of game, and yet we rarely make this type of game now. So these pieces probably move, huh? Up and down. Something is going to allow me to do this again. Let's exit course, turn this on, and thump shit. I guess we're just going to have to do it this way, huh? We do it live! I had Culver's tonight, guys. They had a new burger called the pub thing. I don't know. It had pretzel bun, cheddar, 2 beef patties, and get this, fried pickles. 3 fried pickles in it. The fried pickles were not bad. I mean, it's a thing, I guess. You know, you hear about these like state fairs where they want to fry everything, right? And that's what you get. It turns out frying everything makes it better. Did not anticipate that happening. Oh, this is gonna suck, isn't it? Man, Culver's, I think they put a lot of salt in their burger. I was really tasting it towards the end. It's probably got such a salty thing going on. Super crazy high sodium. I had Culver's once by me. It was new and was mid. Man, the burger I had there the other week when I saw all those ginger girls with black kids and I did a video on it, inspired me. That was one of the best burgers I ever had. It was incredible. I would find it doubtful that Guy Fieri's finding better burgers out there at places that can barely get by, right? All right, where are we going with this? Is he going to flip me up, maybe? Hey, maybe that's the trick. Maybe I could have done that before if I had him flip me, huh? Had Culver's yesterday, ate 2 sandwiches from them. You probably shouldn't eat 2 sandwiches. That's probably why you got sick. I think 1's plenty, my dude. That's not gonna take me. Can you take me higher? How the hell am I gonna get up there? Oh, here we go. This guy's gonna... I like to move it, move it. I want you guys to think about the way music used... Just the lyrics, okay? All the, like, dance songs from, like, the 80s and 90s. Or even disco. Throw disco in there as dance, okay? Positive... upbeat, something you can dance to. All songs now, if there isn't any kind of rhythm or anything, we call it country. Rap, you can't dance to anymore. It is just bragging. Every rap song is, I'm richer than that guy. Look at all my hoes. That's all we have. Pop songs are largely like that. Woe is me. That guy, he's cheating on us, girls. It's like they saw what Beyonce was doing and they're like, hold on, Beyonce, she makes these mid songs, but she demands that all women call her Queen Bee and triumphs the single ladies. I swear I'm hitting up and he's not pulling himself up, so I thought I needed to turn that around. Okay, I guess we're gonna go that way. F. I'm not really sure what constitutes disco. Maybe some of the Giorgio Moroder stuff they would call disco in Europe isn't really disco. I don't know. There are some cheesy disco songs, right? And then there's some that really work. I thought I might check that out, but no, let's just go up. Still don't see a thump, but I see a star. Yeah, I'm at 69. 69, dude. Why did they decide on 70? You'd kind of expect maybe 50 and 100. It's odd also that like RPGs will ship and it's like everybody the limit The level limit initially in the vanilla game is 70. Well, how did they come up with 70? That's just the way it is, bro. We're trying to make a 70-hour game with 70 levels. Yeah, I don't make the rules. Oh, lemony crickets. You bet you can knock us all out. Punch out, maybe. See, you're kind of part of what I'm talking about. Because you're able to hide behind a paperclip and not use your real name, there's no checks and balance system there with the online trolls. They're like, hey, no one knows who I am. I can just harass anybody. And then I get to have fun. I get to have fun harassing whoever I want. There's nothing they can do about it. Hee hee hee. That's the troll life. Alright, how do I speed this bad boy up? You have to get the 7th star from each level. Oh, F. Sounds like we're talking about a pretty long playthrough. No rewind, also. Trolls ruin so much online gaming. It's like I told people, a troll wins every game of Overwatch they play. If they're not winning, hey, I can just start trolling people. That'll be fun too. All right, what are we doing here? Oh, no, no, no. We're not going to stomp him. We're just going to climb on top. We did it. I'm in. You know, like the hacker in the movies? I'm in. Conservatives stir if you're blocked. And fundraising. Well, we are not about fundraising over here. Here we go. You found 70 power stars. The mystery of the endless stars is solved thanks to you. And is Bowser ever upset? Now, onto the final bout. In 3D. Whoa. Hold on, we go up here, don't we? Bet it's not that endless anymore. Hey, Koopa Troopas, I want you to hang a lot of Bowser posters up over here, opposite my gal Peach. It's possible that Bowser is really into Peach, not just in the movies. You know, this seems like the type of behavior one would do. Are we going? Okay, we don't do that. Here we go. This doesn't look very Mario-like. What does this look like? Gex 3D or like, this doesn't look like a Mario surface. What do you guys think? You're all about raising your flour for bread. I'm sure I have some memory of doing this. Okay, what are we doing with this? We don't need to get any red coins. Do we want to? I guess if there's arrows on it, you can just run up it, huh? Bowser in the sky with peaches. How come sometimes he's kicking and sometimes he's diving? I'm not really understanding that. I say that, but now I can't get him to do the slide kick. All right, maybe we go for it. We go for the red coins because we're kind of ahead of schedule-ish. I kind of expected to, I don't know, be in more pain. This dish does not strike me as very Mario-like for some reason. What do you guys think? Red coins? Maybe I've missed some. What the shit? Really? That little thing chased me that far, huh? Yeah. What's up, Doc? I would think there'd be a red coin over here. We may go for, what'd you guys say it was, 120? Well, we're kind of doing the history of Mario 3D. This is his first. Unfortunately, I've already done Odyssey. I don't have the patience to do Darker Side of the Moon on Odyssey. Is there not another piece over here? Oh boy, I see one. That's why we had this. Yeah, technically I've rewound every death before it happened. Like as I'm falling or whatever. I think that if I had some more patience, I probably could have done this. Even though I didn't own this game, I played it plenty around 97. I probably could have gotten through this damn close to not dying. Because, like, back in the day, like, it was such a pain in the ass to swap games. You just kind of played the same game until you were done with it, you know? I was worried this would disappear. Ah. And is that like snapping my neck right there, Earthworm? What do you guys think about my take that Earthworm Jim should come back as a Metroidvania? Okay, how do you want me to reach that, game? There's 64 Sunshine Galaxy 1, 2. Are we counting 3D Land and 3D World? See, I'm not really sure. They have a different thing going on, really. They're almost splitting the difference between Mario 64 and Crash Bandicoot. No, I think I'm kind of okay with Metroidvanias. It's the ones that have the Souls-like mechanics that incorporate that. That's not what I want to see. All right, any ideas how I get up here? I do have the Mario 3D Land world. No, 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. I did Bowser's Fury. I don't think that this jump does it. Really? Wow, shocked. I don't think he is. Earthworm Jim is kind of like, you know, a forgotten survivor or victim. 16-bit side scroller, tries to do 3D, fails miserably. Why not have a game about the forgotten heroes like Gex, Vector Man, Earthworm Jim? What's the guy? What's the Rocket Knight adventure? What's his name? Come on. Have I missed one? You can kind of use this screen to scout. Banjo could be in it, except, you know, you have a big enough corporation keeping them out of, well, you know what? Microsoft must have signed off on them being in the Evercade, right? They didn't just sneak into the Evercade, right? So I think their appearance on Evercade could allow some doors to be open. I gotta say, that looked pretty smooth. There isn't one above me, right? That's a heart, okay. However, this looks bad. Okay, what I'm saying is it's astonishing that Microsoft allowed that. Like, hold on, you're some little group that are doing this and you want to use a Microsoft property? Come on now. What would be wrong with Comic Zone returning with a little bit of a Metroidvania vibe, huh? What's the problem in that? Hell, they can turn the guy into a girl and get all the rage PR, right? I don't even remember the dude's name. Just make him a girl. Now he's a girl. Come on, conservative grifts. You gonna get upset about this and make all the PRs for us? That's the end right there, isn't it? 7. We're going to have to play Comic Zone at some point with a Sega controller on NSO. Is there an 8th one up here? There is. Nice! That's not gonna kick me out of the place, right? It's a little different here. Did I land? How's my health? We're doing this, boys! We're doing this! Wow, another power star. You bet we're saving. Why the peace sign? I could see him doing that if it was Mario 2 or like 3 or something, or like 4. I don't know. Bowser gets a good theme in his fights. What's up? Well, let me do it like Nick Cage. Let's go. Hold on. Screw it. I'm going to voice him as Nick Cage.
Weird.
Mario, you again. Well, that's just fine. I've been looking for something to fry with my fire breath. Your star power is useless against me. Your friends are all trapped within the walls. And you'll never see Princess again. Alright, where's the hit me here stuff? Why is he all rainbow? What the shit? How am I supposed to work in this environment? I don't remember it being like this. Maybe I need a little more oomph there. Man, that's a little tricky, isn't it? Yeah, that was the plan to the role of Bowser will be played by Nicolas Cage. Earthworm Jim is a product of its time. It's basically Bionic Commando. I think there is more that can be done with Earthworm Jim. What's the best way to aim this? Okay, there we go. Do I just stomp on his chest? Alright, where are we taking him? Is there a closer one? I can't really aim him, dude. Like, this is pretty brutal. It's generous in that oh, shit. Oh, I probably should just grab the tail there. Is it 3 hits? He kind of made it a star shape, didn't he? I think that's it. No way. I remember this being pretty easy, but I thought it was easier to make him hit the stuff. I'm just curious if I can... There we go. I don't know why that worked. A jump on your chest. Right? Oh, maybe not. Oh, he's getting a rectal exam. Oh, shoot. Put on the gloves. Ching. All right, we're gonna go in. I need you to cough. Hold on. Keep coughing. Well, good news. I think those are benign polyps. I'll see you in 6 months. No, it can't be. You really beat me, Mario. I gave those troops power, but now it's fading away. Oh, I can see peace returning to the world. I can't not stand it. It's not over yet. Come on, troops, let's watch the ending together. Bah ha 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 ha. Damn, that really seemed more like he died than any other Bowser defeat. Wow. I guess, hold on. In Resident Evil, because I didn't play 5 until pretty recently. I was really under the impression that, the guy that looked like Iceman, forgot his name, with the sunglasses. He seemed to have died in the first one, and then they kind of kept bringing him back, but now they're like, no, he definitely died now in that volcano. For sure. Like, okay. Gotta go. If any of you see me again tonight, rest assured it'll be the last thing you ever see. Okay, bye, Earthworm Jim. Also, I think I'm misremembering something here. Wasn't it a fake notice from Peach? Like, Peach did not write the letter. It was actually a trap to trick Mario into coming to the castle. Is that not a thing? I thought I remembered Wesker, right? It's like, I'm pretty sure Wesker died. No, he's still alive. No, he's dead, right? No. Okay, he's in the volcano. He's coming back? No, not now. So Peach actually wrote the letter. I thought Peach didn't write it, like maybe Kamek did it. She's talking?
And it's all thanks to you. Thank you, Mario.
Not a great voice sample.
Something special for you.
Oh my god. Oh, it happened. Unfriend zoned. Right there, boys.
Listen, everybody. Let's bake a delicious cake. For Mario.
Is this the Free Willy song? Hold me on the River Jordan. I was hearing Michael Jackson. Oh, the halcyon days of it showing you the locations and the guys you beat up to get there. Chad, Mario. Mario finally gets some Peach time. No, show the part where I threw the penguin off the cliff. According to Nintendo, they're just really good friends, right? Well, guys, we're going to be going off topic soon here. I don't see any reason not to, right? I do not recognize this song at all. There's a ton of music that they actually, this is like from the weird time when they were making new music, I guess. Isn't a lot of stuff just, hey, let's do that theme again? Not necessarily Nintendo, but you just don't hear new music in games in franchises. It's like, no, you're back at Raccoon PD. You gotta hear the Resident Evil 2 music, you know, like things like that. It's a save room. It should sound like all the previous save rooms. Mario Kart World, really. Paper Banjo, petition for Von Fry to be the new voice of Mario with Stallone impression. I might add the rectal exam thing at the end that we just did. I might take that video down, that short, and do a new version with featuring the rectal exam. and Mario getting a kiss. That way it's like the full game. Does that make sense? That short's not getting a lot of play, man. Sometimes you just gotta upload shorts at weird times, and then they'll get 1,500 views easily. If it's under 500, it's kind of like you may as well give it another shot, you know? I originally was planning to upload that on Saturday anyway. I was going to do a Halo one instead, but it's such a pain in the ass getting clips from the Xbox. It really is. It's easy on the Nintendo. They're all like on your phone by default. Thank you. The end. Oh man. We just heard a Mario voice there. Pretty cool. The end stuff just kind of like, it kind of gets me, man. That thank you for playing our game stuff just, you know, Denzel Washington gif, you know. Just got Hitman delivered today. Love some spy action. Which Hitman? And by Hitman, you mean the new James Bond game, right? Yep, we beat it. Just beat it. So, I'm going to set the thing here, the timer Rooney. And in 5 minutes, we're going to go off topic. All right, boys? I have to do this weird. I have to like do it from the streams page on the browser. It's awful. And then it starts it automatically. I got to give it like a 5-minute countdown. 5-minute countdown. Do. If you're watching on Twitch, stick around. If you're a channel member, stick around. Game keycard. Oof. But hey, I take game keycard over this crap idea that Sony and Microsoft got, right? Game keycard not looking so bad now. Members only stream starting in 5. I love the way how that is hidden from me. That makes that great. Unclickable because they want to put an ad there. Really cool idea, YouTube. Thanks. Really appreciate that. So, yeah, kind of a shorter stream tonight, but Retro's work calls as always. Wow. At this time of day? I take game keycard over code in a box. Yes. Hey, here's something that looks a lot like a game that I can take to a GameStop, if they still exist, or put on eBay, which is still GameStop. Yeah, we finished Nuke. We finished at Nuke, and we're about to go off topic. The countdown is on for going off topic. So, thanks for everybody who got me through. Disregard the short I uploaded today. I'm going to add a little bit to that from tonight's stream with the Bowser rectal exam thing, okay? And the like. And hell, Mario got a kiss at the end. I forgot about that. And you're telling me they're just friends? Are you for real? Nintendo, come on, man. You can't do us like that, right? Give me a little bit of time to set up the Xbox and we'll get into some stuff. Ryler had a video I needed to watch. And he said it was only 13 minutes. You may have to remind me of it right soon. Anyhow, if you made it this far, stick around. If you're watching live, stick around. If for some reason you're watching not live, the one person who is, who would even do that? Wait until marriage counseling.